As we get closer to the 2026 midterms, new Fox News polling revealing which party's more trusted to handle the biggest issues for voters. And here we go. Democrats leading on the key issue of affordability along with health care and vaccines. Republicans, on the other hand, coming out on top when it comes to border security, national security, as well as immigration. To break down these polls, political commentator Stephanie Hamill joins me now. Stephanie, great to have you here. How do we Republicans win back voters on those key issues like affordability, the middle class, issues that will decide this midterm? We know that.
Yeah, this poll is really revealing. It shows that the administration is fulfilling its promises, especially when it comes to the border. We have the most secure border in history as we speak. It is concerning that people are leaning towards Democrats when it comes to affordability, because it seems like the messaging is off. If you look at what this administration has accomplished in the past year, you'll see that we are on the right trend when it comes to the economy, when it comes to lowering gas prices, when it comes to making food more affordable. So I think the big issue here is that Republicans have to work really hard on messaging and making sure that the American people actually know what is going on when it comes to their accomplishments.
There were also issues where neither party was favored majorly over the other, such as taxes, the federal budget deficit, foreign policy. They're basically even. And Stephanie, I'm confused by that. How are Republicans not winning overwhelmingly on taxes? What's getting lost in translation there for the party that wants to always, historically, throughout the dawn of time, to reduce your taxes? How are they not winning on taxes?
Yeah, I think it's because the American people haven't really felt it yet, right? They're going to feel it in this next tax season, where they're going to receive thousands of dollars, $1,000 to $2,000, or maybe even more, thanks to the tax cuts from the Trump administration. So I think it's just because they haven't felt it yet. There's so much on the horizon, especially when it comes to the big, beautiful bill and how that's going to help people's pocketbooks. And so I think that's where the confusion is right now. And so we have to give the Trump administration a little grace, because it's going to take time to undo all the damage that was done during the Biden administration when it came to the economy. And, also just historically speaking, the uniparty and all the damage that has caused this country. So, the Trump administration is up against kind of like the media warfare, if you will. The media is really hysterical and focusing on certain issues like immigration and the ICE raids, if you will, yet they don't ever want to give any credit where credit is due.
Voters also surveyed on what they think President Trump's top priorities should be going forward. Results leaning heavily toward, like we were talking about, affordability. Top two responses being the economy and inflation. Does the president hitting the campaign trail between now and the end of the year really help when it comes to those issues? Or, Stephanie, is it more about turnout with him hitting the campaign trail? And if you can get some messaging out there, that's an extra bonus.
I think it all matters, Todd. Turnout is critical, especially in a midterm year where President Trump isn't going to be on the ballot. So it is so important that the president be out there campaigning. And he made it very clear this week in his aggressive push in Iowa that he is going to be out there campaigning and that they are going to try very hard to get their message out there to the American people. So all of that matters. When it comes to getting people to the polls, they have to understand that the Trump administration isn't going to be able to focus on their key priorities and get all of their promises accomplished if they don't maintain control. And so, if you look at the generic polling, we have Democrats looking like they're going to take control of the House. Unfortunately, it looks like Republicans are going to maintain control of the Senate.
And I think that message that you just said, you need to get out there, or what you voted for in 2024 kind of sort of goes away. I think that's the message on the stump. Affordability, crucial. Middle class, crucial. But it's that message that ultimately, I think, gets the MAGA voter out in a non-presidential year. Stephanie Hamill, thank you. Appreciate it.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.